Hey there, it's Danielle Bernack from DanielleBernack.com. Love yourself from Survive to Thrive, that lady on the internet who loves you. I want to remind you, or tell you if you've not heard it yet, your emotions matter. And are you choosing to take care of them? What are you choosing to do? There is a lot of stuff out there about emotions. When I grew up, emotions were something to just smash. And it's still out there in some places. I know our world has become much more in tune with emotions. And there are those out there that go to the opposite, that all you're talking about is emotion, as if we're just going to walk around feeling all the time and not use our brain. Because that's not good either. But your emotions matter. Emotions are important. I've shared this before, and one of the things I've shared is how Dr. Caroline Leaf calls emotions messengers. Well, I read something recently that gave it a little bit different of an illustration. They likened emotions to the service engine light on your car. If you're driving in your car and your service engine light goes on, you have a choice. You can ignore it and hope that it's just the light bulb. It's no big deal. And I guess it possibly could be. Or it could be that if you don't do something about it, your engine's going to blow up, or you're running out of oil, or it could mean so many different things. And our emotions are like that. They are messengers, like I've shared before. But isn't that what a check engine light is? Is a messenger telling you, hey, something's going on here. You should look under the hood, right? So your emotions matter. And right now, as I'm talking to you on this video, it's Emotional Wellness Month in October. By the time I get to my Victorious Souls podcast, people, it will be probably November, where everyone will be focusing on gratitude. But you know what? Taking care of your emotions is always up to you. It's always a choice that you have. What are you choosing? Are you choosing to ignore your emotions? Are you choosing to smash them? Are you refusing to let them teach you or help you? Or are you listening to them? Are you saying, hey, what do you got to tell me? What's going on there? It doesn't mean you say, okay, I'm going to just feel all the time and you don't use your brain. You have to use your brain because our mind is important. Also, mental health is very important. So is emotional health. The two go together. And so I have this emotional life journal that I created to help you and because I use it. I printed it out and I go through it. And there's not a lot of questions. There's 5 questions. 5. How long does it take you to ask yourself 5 questions? If you had to take a couple minutes in the morning and just do the check engine light in your own soul, in your emotions. What's going on? Look under the hood. How am I feeling today? The questions are, how do I feel? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling a whole bunch of things and you can't figure out what you're feeling because there's too many of them? And you can write it down and just print it out and you can write it down. Or you can just do a mental note of it and pay attention to it in your own self. And then we go into a gratitude thing, something good from yesterday. So this is good all the time. It doesn't have to be October or November. Emotional Life Journal will help you choose to listen to your emotions and then choose how to respond, because choice is extremely important. And if we get stuck in the fight or flight, which happens, we don't choose with intention so much, we tend to react. But if we can get into the habit of listening and build in those responses, then we can have good reactions. So we'll have a reaction of I need to stop and take a breath. That would be a great reaction to have when you're having a real intense moment. If you build a reaction of, I need to stop and take a breath, that will just quiet your whole body and give your brain a chance to go, what's going on? Okay, I'm not being chased by a bear. Okay. Yeah, and then it's what do you want? And there's other questions in here. There's also quotes. There's a quote every day to just inspire you, to encourage you. And it's just for 30 days. And it's free. It's free. I'll put the link in the comments here, in the podcast. I'll have it in the show notes that you can take care of your emotions. And we're going through a season change as we go into the next season, but it's good to take care of our emotions all the time. So what are you choosing to do with your emotions? Are you choosing to pay attention, or are you choosing to not? Because paying attention to your emotions will serve you well. Not letting them be the driver, like, a monkey driving your car, or, just someone who doesn't have their license. But when you're taking driver's training, you need to listen to your driver's training teacher. And emotions can be like that. They can be like a teacher, like, hey, you need to stop here and take a breath. Oh, I need to stop here and take a breath? Yeah, I need to stop here and take a breath. Because sometimes you need to do that. Everyone has bad days. Everyone has stress. Everyone has things happen. No one is always on the mountain all the time. No one's always fine all the time. We all have times and moments when we struggle. We go through crisis. We have visceral feelings. Yesterday, I had a day like that. I had a lot of visceral feelings going on in my body because we got some stuff going on in my family. My grandson is fighting leukemia right now, and that creates a whole lot of complications and emotions and stuff. I talked about it a little bit in an interview I did with someone recently, and our emotions matter, so we need to take care of our emotional health, and that will help us take care of our mental health, which will help us to take care of our physical health, which will help us to take care of our relational health. See how they're all connected? And so I needed to share this with you because I want to encourage you, I want to dare you to take care of your emotions because I love you. Till next time, bye-bye.